You're listening to an audio article by the Common Constitutionalists. Today's audio article is entitled, If It Happens, Fear Biden's First 100 Days. Decision Desk HQ and Business Insider called the presidential race for Joe Biden on Friday morning after declaring Biden the winner of Pennsylvania. They said the reason they called it is they simply followed the data. I agree. The hard data should be followed, and under normal circumstances this would be fine. If Biden won fair and square, then that's it. But there has been just too much crap going on to simply trust the data. I'm sure we're all familiar with the term garbage in, garbage out, that the results of, say, a computer model is only as good as what is inputted. If you input wrong, misleading, or spurious data into the model, you can output any result you wish, purposely or accidentally. So is there vote fraud going on? Yes, more than likely. It's the radical left's MO. They'll lie, cheat, steal, threaten, riot, loot, etc. to get what they want. So why wouldn't they attempt vote fraud? To what degree, we don't know and may never. This election just doesn't pass the smell test, regardless of any hard evidence thus far. And if Biden is in fact victorious, we will never find out anything additionally. Whatever wrongdoing was perpetrated on the American electorate will be forever hidden. But that, as they say, is history. We won't be able to afford to live in the past because the near future will be upon us before we know it, and it won't be pretty. First off, forget what many think of Biden, that he's not really so bad, that at least he's not some radical. Forget all that and trust the insiders that actually know, like Bernie Sanders, who said because of a secret meeting they had, Biden would become the most progressive president since FDR. Did you happen to notice how practically all Biden's challengers dutifully lined up behind him and quickly? Why Kamala signed on so expeditiously after expressing her outright loathing of Biden? This is why. It's because they know they'll get to be the out-of-the-closet radical leftist administrators they've dreamed of being, no longer needing to worry about winning those pesky elections. As administration heads, they can regulate, they can make law effectively, and generally tell us how to run our lives with zero accountability. Great deal. Beto as gun confiscation czar, Elizabeth Warren as Treasury Secretary, Bernie as Labor Secretary, etc., etc., etc. So what big plans do we have to look forward to in Biden's first 100 days, or at least during his or her first term? Well, abolish the Electoral College. That's a given. Rid the Senate of the filibuster rule. Grant statehood to D.C. and Puerto Rico. Divide up California into 5 individual states. These measures equate to Democrat supermajority in both houses, particularly the Senate. They will require Supreme Court justices to retire at age 70, and then pack it with up to 15 or more justices, making them a separate and superior legislative arm. They may even expand and pack the lower courts, which the House already has the authority to do. The result of these measures will assure that there will never again be a conservative Republican president or senator elected, and further will allow the legislature to write and enact any law they so choose without fear of curtailment from the courts. Big Tech will be granted permission, effectively, to shut down all conservative voices on all platforms. Even voices that merely question the administration's agenda will be deemed subversive. Say goodbye to the First, the Second, Fourth, possibly the Eighth, Ninth, and 10th Amendments. And unlike the system of old, there will be no course for redress. All you Democrats who voted for Biden, not just against Trump, because you thought he was a more reasonable choice, that he wasn't a loony lefty, congratulations, this is on you. And you will have to be the ones who explain to your children, your grandchildren, and so on, how you not only allowed this to be, but enthusiastically supported it. Thank you for listening.